Hey there. It's your old pal Squirrel. And today I wanted to do we did short crust, right? We did the blackberry pie, and you learned how to make a sweet short crust for your dessert pies. This time, instead of using oat flour, I'm using buckwheat flour and no sugar in the pie crust recipe. I have par-baked this bottom pie crust because we're gonna stick all of these things in it and then put a top on it and bake it up. This is called, I believe it's a French-Canadian dish called a tourtiere. Sorry, I said it wrong, probably. But it's a meat pie, and I love a good meat pie, and I didn't want to do, chicken pot pie. So I wanted to do something more wintry. And with this spice combination, it's warm, porky, just, wintry goodness. So let's get into it. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do is I'm gonna cook these here potatoes. I cut the potatoes, they're Yukon Gold potatoes. Don't do the russets, it won't be the same. Yukon Gold potatoes, 1.5 pounds, cut into about 1/2-inch pieces. We're gonna turn this up on high and bring them to a boil and cook them till they're full tender. Now we're just about there. The potatoes are just about, they're doing their thing. While they're doing their thing, I'm gonna start working on this filling. All right, first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna add the butter and the olive oil. Butter, olive oil. Get those puppies in there. All right, let's spread this all around and get it melted. Oh yeah, okay, so this is going, that's 2 tablespoons of butter and 1/4 cup of olive oil. All right, that's doing its thing. Now we're gonna throw in the onions and the celery and the garlic that I forgot to chop. Okay, beautiful. I'm gonna stick that right back in this ramekin. Get in your ramekin right now, mister. Young man, you're in trouble. Go to your ramekin. Okay, here we go. So, here we got all these guys going. Bring the celery. Get in there. Garlics and onion. Now, if you're like me and you like a red onion because it's got a whole bunch of flavor and it's delicious, open a window when you do this. Okay. All right, we're gonna cook these until they are delicious and translucent. The potatoes are cooking. Oh man, that smells so good. Just those basics. Celery, garlic, onion. I used to start there in my cooking. I used to just throw celery and onion, onion, garlic into a pan and then start adding things to that when I was teaching myself how to cook. All right, so we're doing our thing over here with those guys. Once they get a little more translucent, that means kind of like, soft-ish and slightly see-through maybe. Is that how you say it? And look it up. So these are going, now we're gonna throw the spices in here. I got this fresh rosemary and the spices we talked about earlier. Throw those in here. Let them get, holy mackerel. Sorry, the smell just smacked me in the face. Oh, wow. This is the first time I've made this, so I might be a little more excited than I would if I had made this a million times. But I read about 15 different recipes for this and just kind of adapted to my own tastes. All right, now the next step is, now that these potatoes are almost done and we got everything translucent and aromatic over here, it's time for the pork. Pork and turkey for us today. You can use just pork if you want. Shoot, use beef if you like. Beef, venison, game meats, however you want to work that. All right. Now we got to mash it all up. I got to get a pot holder. That's, yeah, I don't know why I sing words sometimes. I think it has to do with the ADHD or one of the other fun and happy friends I have living in my head. All right. I'm gonna let that sit while I drain these potatoes. I'm gonna put half of them back in the pot and half of them in a bowl. And we'll mash the ones in the pot and leave the ones in the bowl chunky, because they're gonna go in here later. Got half of my potatoes in here, still hot. Gonna leave those chunky. Over here, got the other half of the potatoes and my masher. You know, there's something tactile and fun about mashing potatoes. Those guys are all mashed up. Let's mix our pork around. Mix that pork around. You guys listen to B-52s? Dance this mess around. That's kind of what I'm doing. It's nice being Gen X and ADHD because I get all the best songs in my head. All right, I've mashed this up quite a bit. I'm turning the heat up. Let's let it sit. And yeah, I saw that piece flip over the edge. Sheesh. All right. So we're gonna let this sit and cook for a bit, and we'll be right back. Oh, good, you're still here. So, this is where we're at. The pork is no longer pink. And I went even a little farther than that because I like to be sure. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stir in the mustard and the potatoes, stir those in. Then I'm gonna stir in the other potatoes to kind of fold those in because I don't want to break them up. And then we're gonna let it sit for about 15 minutes before we fill our pie. So this is a mustard that I made. It's not Dijon, but Dijon would work really well here. This one is a lot spicier. Gotta turn the heat off, not to low. All right, so let's get this mustard in here. So I'm gonna stir this in first. So it's mixed around before I add the potatoes, because I don't want like pockets of super spicy mustard. I would like an even super spicy mustard flavor throughout the dish. So those guys. Now let's get these potatoes in here. Oops, gotta clean up as you go. And don't burn your hand on the handle. Okay. All right, so let's just stir these in. They were all mashed up good. You know, what do you talk about when you're stirring? You know, I'm like mixing, I could speed this up or I could just keep yapping. I'm really good at yapping. I can yap for quite a while. And I've got stories. Oh my God, I can smell the mustard. Okay. I'm excited. Okay, and then put these other potatoes in there. Oh, don't miss any potatoes. We don't waste food here. All right, and then I'm just gonna kind of fold these in because I don't want to break them up. I would like them to stay chunky monkey. Right? Okay, that looks pretty good to me. So I'm just gonna do all of this. Shake and put it to the side and let it rest for 15 minutes. While I do that, I'm going to make the top layer to my pie crust. Hopefully it'll work. We'll see. Okay, let's take this beast to its final form. First, I'm going to, you've seen this all before, but I mean, why not, right? Got a little starch on the old roll pat here. I got the other half of my short crust that I had made, with that buckwheat flour. And you know, I'm gonna be honest with you, this sat in the refrigerator for a few days, and it is more pliable than, I mean, I've never had a pie crust be quite this pliable, in the gluten-free version, I mean. Wheat flour, yeah, sure. But not with the gluten-free. And this one's, I told you already, it's buckwheat instead of oat. Okay, that looks like it's made it big enough. I'll wash my hands. Okay, here we go. Final form. Let me break everything real quick. I'm gonna move this fella and bring his partner over here. There it is. All right, let's fill this up. Okay, I think we got it all in there. And let's just kind of give it the old volcano mound, right? Like that. I'm gonna make a mess, but I'll clean it later while this thing is baking. Okay, and then oh my gosh, I did it. Kinda, almost, maybe a little bit. I'm just gonna pinch the edges. It's all like that. Now, the last part. Cut a little hole right in the top, in the center, so that the steam can escape. Okay, now we're gonna stick this puppy in the oven. If you want it super pretty and golden brown, you're gonna wanna put an egg wash over the top of this puppy, which is just an egg beaten with just a touch of water, like a tiny little splash in there, like a quarter to half a teaspoon tops. And then you just use your silicone brush and just brush it all over everything here. It'll also help kind of seal it up. Or not, I could be talking out my butt on that, I don't know. It seems like it would, you know, science-wise, it seems like that would do the thing. I probably put that on too thick, but you know what? I don't care. Now let's put it in the oven. Okay, it's in the oven. It's gonna cook for about an hour, and while it does that, I'm gonna clean up my big fat gnarly mess here, and then I will show you what it looks like when we're done. All right, see you then. Oh, Lord in heaven above. And there we go. One French-Canadian tourtiere. I probably said it wrong again, but who cares really? I'm just gonna eat it. From what I understand, this is eaten warm, cold, or at room temperature. Most of the time, room temperature at family gatherings. I'm gonna call tonight a family gathering. I'm gonna eat this whole thing. Maybe. I'll eat a lot of it. Yep. Okay, here it is. It's cooled off, and I'm gonna be honest, this has been an absolute nightmare waiting for this thing to cool. I mean, it's warm, but it's not cold, but it's not hot. Oh. 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 Crikey. Flaky crispy. Okay, that's a good sign. Let's get up underneath here. Oh, mama. Oh no. There you go. Ooh. Ooh-wee. I have never tasted anything quite like that in my life. That is warm, it's spicy, it's meaty, it's delicious. Go make one, now. Oh, creamy mash, 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 mash.